What's good? Yes, everyone, welcome back. The game is starting. Apologies for the late delay, but I've been keeping up with things. It's been a pretty positive start so far. You know, I'm flooding a few men forwards. I think after that defeat last week, I'm expecting to see a lot more from the team now in terms of like intensity, to be fair. So I think tactically, Tuchel did the right things in terms of the lineup because that midfield does need a bit more strength, realistically. But anyway, we're front. Ruben couldn't convert. I was hoping he was going to like do a little dink over the top then. That was good play then. He split them apart. The run that Ruben made on the other side too. Good counter pressing. Nice pass from Gallagher. Releases Raheem Sterling. And Sterling just sees Ruben on the far post. Ruben. He had to just hit that on the inside of your foot then. Like if he had got that on the inside of his foot, it probably would have curled round or something. But it's disappointing. Actually, to be fair, very good save from the keeper. You know, he leaves his line. And he's closing the angles and the spaces down. So, hey, it wasn't too bad, to be fair. Sorry, guys. But yeah, obviously, off the ball, it basically becomes a back five, on the ball, back four. That's how it tends to be. So, you know, we're not too rigid in terms of the positions players take up. So anyway, it's been a nice start so far. Like Raheem, you're hoping he gets that ball round to find Havertz then. But you guys, let me get the chat here. Give me 1 sec. Joe Abdi, you seen the news of Chelsea? Yeah, I've seen the news of us blocking the move of Chalobah to leave on loan. I mean, realistically, we do need some depth. That is like one thing that is desperately kind of needed at this point in time. I mean, I understand why Chalobah was curious to leave. He's thinking Fofana takes my spot, reduces my game time. So you'd imagine that if Chalobah's remaining now, maybe it's Tuchel giving some assurances, you know, a few more promises and stuff like that. It wouldn't surprise me. But anyway, unlucky from Ruben then. Gets caught on the ball. But I mean, he's quite versatile, you know. He can play on the left, on the right, in the middle of a back three. So, you know, I understand why he wanted to go. But I think maybe for the sake of the team, we have to keep him, to be fair. Good tackle, Silva. Oh, nah. Sterling got dusted off the ball then. Anyway, I appreciate that, man. Thanks for the super chat. Hope you guys are all going well, though. Sorry, I didn't realize I got the super music on. My bad. Wow, bro. Enough respect and blessings. Thank you, Kensei. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, I mean, we did this against Spurs. When Ruben kind of like inverts a little bit, he becomes like a wide midfield player in that sense. Reece James gets to push forwards, acts as the attacking fullback. We saw this actually at the beginning of the year when we played Spurs, when Ziyech was doing the same thing. But I do feel like it's the right move. I feel like, you know, that midfield needs some physicality. And I think that's what Tuchel was really stressing upon post-match. Stressing the need of like high physicality, because I think that was the main reason why we lost that midfield battle. Like, I'm sure you guys all saw that clip of Tyler Adams completely harassing Conor Gallagher. So Ruben's got a big game today. Anyway, he runs him behind, puts the ball square in the box, but no one's there to attack it. But I mean, currently so far we're seeing a few guys getting forward inside the books. It's not been a terrible start. It's been decent. Leicester City have a few things to play for currently, so it's not been a bad start. Capital Caspian, how you doing today, man? Hope you're good. Omar, cool. Shout out from Senegal, bro. Pack, the disrespect to the current players is unreal. If I was Drev, I'd want to jump. Yeah, I mean, I completely understand that, Pack. I mean, let's see how much game time he can command. But I think from last season should have been enough to get some assurances. And we can't forget that it was Jalibah's decision to consider going. But anyway, we're on the ball now. Nice play from Jorginho to find Havertz between the lines. But then Sterling gets dispossessed in the final thirds. Free kick given away. Anyone got links? I'm gonna post the link. I'm watching from now, so I'm gonna put it in the chat currently. I think I can pin this comment as well. Let me see. Yes, I've pinned this. So that's there's a link to the stream I'm watching from. Obviously, hopefully you don't get any viruses. I hope you got virus protection. So I can't really help you too much. Oh, good ball from Ruben. Nice weight on that pass. Come on, Kai. Finds him isolated down the right hand side. Plays it back to Ruben. Come on, Ruben. Penalty! Penalty! Come on. Straight penalty. Straight penalty. All day. All day long, of course. That was a nice little bit of link-up play then from Kai and Ruben. I hope you guys have found the stream link. It's on the pin message in the chat. So make sure you guys are on that quickly. Ruben gets his body in front. Yeah, Tielemans, very clumsy. If that was outside the box, that's giving us a foul all day long. So, clear penalty. Nice play from Kai and Ruben then. Ruben's looking very dangerous, lad. One of our informed players at the start of the season. I think that has to be said. It feels like his dynamism, that dribbling's back in his game now. And, it's nice to see him looking confident. It's taken him a while to, fully trust his body. But this is why I never gave up on the guy at all. Like, how can you do that when he's got that type of desire to get back, that focus, the hunger? I feel like sometimes we don't appreciate that side enough when it comes to athletes. And all we simply ask for is, listen, be serious, take your profession serious. And a lot of these guys do that at this level. So he deserves a lot of credit, in my opinion. Oh, that's onside. Come on, that's onside. That has to be onside. Yeah. Oh, VAR. That is annoying. My God, that is. We all remember last season in the cup final versus Liverpool. Same moment when Lukaku was called offside. I think. I don't know. It's just a bit ridiculous sometimes. Not gonna lie. Like a centimeter of his knee was offside or something. It's very annoying. Very annoying. Yeah, I mean, that was a straight foul from Tielemans. I don't know what this guy's talking about on TV. But I think so far, Gallagher and Jorginho are looking a lot better compared to Leeds. Gallagher's looking a lot more confident. So literally in attack, it is like a back four, basically. This is what I'm saying in my video. If we're signing for Fana now, could Tuchel be considering using a back four more? It wouldn't surprise me. I mean, he's doing it quite a bit more for this season. But like James and Kukurea are really wide receiving, giving us a lot of width. Jorginho has been decent as well too. Played. Come on, Ruben. Just play that pass behind him then. What is happening with this stream? Sorry, you guys, if there's a bit of lag and delay. It's saying on YouTube there's an error in terms of like the stream and the smoothness. Hopefully it gets back to normal. My bad. Come on, Sterling. He's been giving the ball away a bit too easily so far at the start of this first half. Come on, be a little bit crisper now. But I think Jalab's looking quite confident at the back, playing a few passes between the lines, not being too bad. But anyway, Ruben finds Kai and dispossessed again. Like so far, Kai, Sterling need to do a bit better than they're receiving. A bit too easy. Come on. Do you think we can put a late bid in for Anthony? It'd be an interesting one. I mean, I don't think so personally, but you think that if they want to sign Ziyech, feels like it makes a lot of sense to do business like that. But it's looking unlikely, to be honest. So far, Leicester are looking quite compact. Whenever we're getting into their half, they're really like aggressive with their defending, closing us down, winning a lot of their duels from the back right now. So, got to see a bit more improvement when it comes to that. And that penalty decision, it feels like if that was any other team, they're gonna profit from that luck. But with us, it seems like we don't really get too much, to be honest. And then come on, Sterling. Got the pass wrong. I had to play that pass a bit more inside then. That's you're expecting to do a bit better, in my opinion, in that area. I'm just thinking all that time and space for Kai then. It was decent play to hold him up, but then that pass then kind of overhit it, didn't get his foot around the ball enough. Have I pre-ordered FIFA 23? Not yet. Like, I'm still deciding whether I might even buy the game in the end, to be honest with you. I'm still not too sure about that. I feel like maybe my time of FIFA could be at an end. I need to see what FIFA 23 is bringing, to be honest. Lewis James, were you watching The Boys? Of course. I feel like I was one of the first people to start watching The Boys. Like, the first season, that completely took me by surprise too. Like, I had no idea it was going to be like that. I like being surprised. I feel like going in blind a lot of times makes things a bit better. You can kind of like appreciate it for what it is without having like any preconceived notions. But yeah, the boys, it's serious elite TV, like very serious TV. But anyways, Evans got enough then. So it feels like Leicester so far at the absolute right time. They're saying that Akanji is the guy they want to replace him. So that'll be I don't know, Akanji I think is like he's quite mid as a defender. Like a lot of times I was watching Dortmund, I always felt like he had a big mistake in him and stuff like that. So good luck to Leicester. But you're thinking by next week now Fofana's going to be announced. But it seems like Leicester will have to do some big business now, securing defenders in the window. Hopefully now that Evans is off, we can take advantage of having an extra man right now and do something. Connor brought him down. Yeah. Really, really silly foul. Really dumb foul. No need to stick with him. No need to throw a leg in then. I mean, I'm watching this game right now. I'm kind of hoping that a lot more comes from the game. I think currently there's a lot of fouls, a lot of refereeing decisions. Like the pace of the game is really, really, really slow right now. Like getting momentum, building chances and stuff like that. It's needs to really pick up the pace a lot more now. But now that Gallagher's got a yellow card, I mean, he has to really be attentive and serious now. The last thing we can afford is for another midfield player to not be available for the next game. So he's going to have to be like really mature today with his performance. Anyway, nice pass from James to find Kai, but it's one of those hard passes where it's just like, what can Kai really do from that? Like I feel like this Havertz experiment up front just doesn't really suit him enough. Like whenever I saw Havertz playing at Leverkusen, he was really one of those guys that you gave that freedom to roam and pick up positions where he wants. It feels like it's a bit too rigid at times in terms of the areas he can receive. Like a lot of times at Leverkusen, he's receiving really deep and taking on guys, playing passes in behind, stuff like that. So I'm always going to feel like we're not really getting the full amount out of Havertz. Like I don't know if this number 9 role really suits, especially like with how I feel like mechanical our football is. Like when you watch us play now, we do like a lot of the same passing patterns and it feels like we just continue them and continue them and continue them. Like unless the opposition's out of position and like they're playing an open game against us and stuff like that, it does feel like that's really the only time you get to see a bit more creativity, a bit more expression. But a lot of times, I mean, I get it. We're very well drilled and have like a proper structure. But it does feel like even though that gives us a lot of strength, the little small corners that it can make us a bit predictable at times. And I think that's why teams are a lot more confident now and they're like pressing against us. I mean, they're keeping their shape off the ball against us, all those little details. I mean, again, we still have to wait for all the players to really be, fit and firing again. Once Kante and Cover and, other new signings are in the team. I'm sure we'll see an improvement in the performance. So I still got an open mind, but that's like a general observation that I've noticed over the past, after a while, Yeah, Kai looks so dead. Mash. Ruben's third man runs from the centre half space into wide positions. It's creating a lot of space for Havertz to drop into that space. Yeah, 100%. And it's allowing Ruben to make those like underlapping runs, those overlapping runs and behinds. And he's been our most like effective source of danger so far, I'd say. And now we're really seeing Reece James pushing forward a lot more. Like he's a lot higher up with his positions now. Don't stick your leg in. Just stick with him. Stick with him. Don't foul. That's off. All right. Seagull, possession, no productivity is how we play. Yeah. You're not lying. You're not lying. Andre, German league and English league, very different leagues. That's why Havertz looks good in Germany. I mean, it's not just that. Obviously, it's also how. I mean, of course, it's maybe like German teams don't park the bus as much, of course, but it's also how you're used. You know, it's also how the manager gives you that license for freedom and where he plays you in certain positions. And it's not like Leverkusen play with the same passing patterns that we do. You know, they're not playing like that. So, you know, I've never really like believed that argument. I think it plays a little reason, but it's nowhere near as big it's nowhere near the main reason as it's like normally said to be honest. Because we're acting like we didn't see De Bruyne come from that league and absolutely just dominate the Premier League since day one, to be honest. So yeah, I'm not too sure about that. But yeah, but constantly just dominating possession like that, I'm not doing enough to really disrupt their shape at this point in time. Jorginho finds Reece James. It feels like the right hand side will be our best threat like throughout this game. But anyway, nice play from James. Corner. Nini, when are we getting a Kai Havertz truth bomb? This is his third season. I feel like there definitely is one around the corner, but I still feel like it's not completely his fault, you know. Corner! 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 Come on! It's a straight. I mean, this is what I've been saying, you know, at times I guess maybe he's a bit too youthful. He just wants to win. You got to be a bit more tactile, you know? You have to be a bit more thoughtful. You're on a yellow card, you know, you need to control your emotions. You have to think a bit more, you know? I mean, we all saw maybe this is like a 50-50 opportunity to try and stick your foot out to win that ball back. But what was the point? You know, there was support around him at the time. There was support there. There was no need to make that foul. I think that situation would have been controlled. So it's very disappointing from Connor. Like, he's better than that. I don't know what made him take that reckless chance then. But it's kind of been a bit reflective of his start of the season so far in his pre-season. He's not looked as like his normal self, it feels, you know. I feel like he's used to playing a more like high-octane game. He has a lot of learning to do. Like, a lot of learning to do right now. A massive advantage for Leicester. Midfield's looking quite a peak now. Anyway, nice play, Ruben. Played. Come on, Ruben. Come on, Ruben. That's it. Oh, sick passer behind. Come on, Kai. Come on. Oh, come on, ref. Ref. Yellow. Connor, my guy, you now make yourself get loans. Gallagher's overrated. He's not a Chelsea player. Connor is done. I mean, I think, yes, still got a lot more learning to do currently. Disappointing. I mean, I still think the guy's a good player. I'm not going to write him off right now. You guys know me. I don't write off anyone after like a game or two. But nah, it's not being a good start. Been finding life a bit difficult during the start of his Chelsea career currently, and just showing that type of naivety, you know, just being reactive and not thinking. I think that's something he needs to add to his game a bit more, you know. Like, if we get something from this game, it's going to be a big achievement. But anyway, we've seen Ruben now go back into midfield. I mean, technically, we do still have 4 guys in the back, so I mean, I'm still hoping for something. I mean, Mason Mount can drop deep as well. Maybe I'd play like Sterling and Havertz a lot closer to each other, actually. I think that would make more sense. Poor. So poor. Set piece. What's everyone saying? Keep quiet, Nini. You hype these average academy guys so much. Now you're running away. I mean, absolutely not. I mean, I don't understand how certain men see things, to be honest with you. I can't tell you how to see things. But obviously, I rate the guy. But if he's not playing well, I'm going to say he's not playing well. It's just kind of common sense, to be honest. Mount, nowhere to be seen. I thought it was a pretty poor pass from Cucurella. I don't know why he's on set pieces. Being a bit iffy so far, but James wins that. Nini, we have 5 academy grads signed today. Do you think in the social media age of punditry as a fan base, we are losing sight of what's important and being critical for the sake of it? Nah, for sure. I do think that there's levels of critique. I mean, if we all see a bad performance with our eyes, everyone has every right to critique and comment. But I just kind of feel like it gets taken to the next level where it's just like people are, you know, too quick to turn to like biases and too quick to make like super definitive statements and opinions. I mean, I don't know. I feel like you're never going to get like a full accurate picture whenever like you think like that. Oh, you just knew it. Like, I feel like I've lost all my energy, but we look so poor now from set pieces. Like last season, we were looking sick from set pieces. This season, you'd guarantee that set pieces that's something we're dominating in. Their duels we're winning, but right now, okay, we got away with that in the end then. Yeah. I feel like It's going to be a difficult game now. It's going to be a very hard game. Lunatic's being critical of Tuchel for playing Gallagher. I mean, it's a bit mad considering we're really lacking in midfield options right now. No Cover, no Gallagher. I mean, it's not making as much sense. You do have to use Connor. Listen, it's Connor's fault today. I think so far, during the start of the season, we're seeing a few more individual errors and mistakes creeping in. You can't coach against that. You know, Tuchel has to rely upon his guys and his players. I think today added a bit more support in midfields. You know, Ruben and Varane a lot more, being like a third man option at times. But I think Connor, just the whole form of them currently is just completely off. I think to give away two, you know, reckless, unnecessary fouls like that. Yeah, it's not making sense. Come on. Good pass to find Cucurella. Come on. Yeah, top four might not happen. I'm not too sure we should be worrying about that. I mean, we're looking at Liverpool's form's a bit off. United's has been improving recently. It's just too early to be having definitive opinions. I mean, we haven't finished doing business right now. Let's see what happens with Frankie de Jong. But I don't know. I think we have to still be a little bit patient, to be honest. Oh, come on, pay that back, Silva. Nice play in the end, though. Nice little bit of composure. Now, why am I worrying about Thiago Silva? But Jorginho plays that pass behind. We're finding it hard to play through. Leicester finding it hard to get the ball to the front men. It feels like this season in particular, we're seeing the front three not get as involved in games as much. Nice pass, Ruben. Come on. Come on, Reese. Oh, Sterling. Poor touch. Raheem. I mean, it's going to be hard. I mean, Leicester have 4v3 versus out wides. Like, a lot of passes are going sideways. Every now and then we're playing the passing behind down the right-hand side, but you know, I feel like we can't afford to lose a man playing this way. And we played Reese. City 2-0 down. I mean, yeah, this is what I mean. If you look at all our rivals around us, no one's playing that well. So no one's that clear right now. So I feel like it's a matter of just being a bit patient now and hoping that when these new signings really come in, once Koulibaly's back, when Fofana's integrated, you know, Cover's not too far away now. Like, I guarantee we'll see like an upshift in form. Like, imagine like Cover's press resistance right now. Like, we're missing that in midfield. So there's all these little details. So obviously, it's not taken away from how mid some of this football is, but I can like understand why it's a bit mid, if you know what I mean. You know, ideally, we'd never see Jorginho and Gallagher playing together in a two at all. If we're keeping things real, you're never gonna see that. That won't happen. So one of those games that we have to really dig deep, fight, and somehow nick a goal back. A moment of quality, some inspiration, something like that. But not doing too much so far. Another set piece. I can't even watch you guys. Come on. Played Ruben. Yes, Ruben. Played. Oh, that's a foul, ref. Ay. But I have to say, Ruben's again. He's been him and Reece James have been our best players again. I think Ruben's really. I think he's. It looks like he's back to me. It looks like he's back for me. But anyway, Jorginho get rids. Olivier Dennett, how did he get red cards? Two silly tackles, two silly yellow card worthy fouls. Trying to, win balls back when Leicester on the counter attack and just being super naive. Come on, Reece, some delivery, man. Come on, Reece. Oh! Yeah, I'm impressed by Ruben so far this season. Yeah, I mean, I think the guy, in terms of the power as well too, like the dynamism's back in his game now. Like I'm gonna have a dream this season that maybe just at least one game he gets the players like a number 8 on the left hand side. Like if he had like full license in the form he's in right now, because I think that's what we need. Someone that's gonna look to take on his man, look to. Yeah, I think it would really strengthen the left hand side with Kukurea and Raheem Sterling. Played Reece. Oh, what a pass to Sterling. You see that weight of pass? Oh, Raheem, man. Oh. I feel like Raheem's had such a poor game in this half so far. Like everything he's doing is not coming off. Come on, Ruben. Plays the pass out wide to find Raheem. Good ball in. Oh. Oh. Oh, Reece. Ruben's been our player of the season so far, 1000%. This guy was so butthurt when Spurs got a deserved draw. Should have won 5 shots to 3 versus Spurs. So close, Reece James. Very close. Very close. I mean, the guy's technique is unreal. That little bit of luck currently. That little bit of luck's not going our way. I mean, I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to jinx nothing. Let's hope we get through this first half goalless at least. No. Oh, my lords. That's another thing I keep saying about the offside trap for the start of the season. Oh, Reece James playing everyone on playing the whole line on side then. There's always one person in that back line that's always not in line with his partners. Chelsea, we will have to struggle to not be relegated. I don't think we're going to have to worry about relegation this season. Let's not get too far ahead of you guys. Come on. But I need to see more from Raheem so far. I feel like games like this, that little bit of spark, taking on his man, creating some space, a bit of something. I feel like he's losing the ball too easily. Come on. Come on, George. Yes, play good. Nice turn. Play it forwards. Why play that pass then? But I think so far, 10 men versus Leicester. We're still in control of the game. I feel like we're still looking to make things happen. This is more on Leicester for not really pushing out, not really looking to press us. I mean, you got an extra man right now. But anyway, nice ball from Thiago Silva. Don't foul, don't foul. That's it, that's ours, of course. Oh, Mount, wake up. Counter attack. We've got back well. Okay. That's ours. 2.5 minutes left. Sell Kai next summer for 10 mil. You're only talking of Raheem, who's far better than Mount and Havertz. I mean, I've got to talk about the performance I'm seeing right now. I mean, I can't pretend that it's been a great one from Raheem. Anyway, nice turn. Come on. Let's move it a bit faster. Mount and Ruben are useless. Kai spends more time on the grass. We need a proper number 9. I don't know why Leicester aren't pressing the hell out of us. Yeah, I mean, they're really sticking to that game plan. It's a very safety first. But I get it, they're away from home. Getting a point versus us is a big result for them. But it makes it a bit frustrating sometimes. You know, a lot of these teams, players are on big money. You know, the Prem, massive league. You just think sometimes, you know, you're hoping teams attack a bit more. You know, come out a bit more. Kai, man. I don't even know what to even do for the second half. I mean, it's one of those games where you're hoping that you can get a penalty or free kick, set piece. But Leicester, I mean, come on, step out a bit more. Your Silva. Yes, Mendy! My lords. What a save to make before the halftime whistle blows. That was a little push then from Vardy. But Mendy's quick, he's alert. I mean, I feel even some of the criticism that Mendy's getting is a bit too much for me at times. Listen, he's made some shit mistakes, we can't deny that. But a lot of times he's still making these big boy saves quite a few times. And it's not like I don't see Allison or Edison not immune to making that type of mistake. I think it punishes us a lot more because it's hard for us to get back in the game. But that's a big save to make. Anyway, I've got some super chats here. Rigo Park, thank you, man. Said Sterling would struggle here, was called negative. Sterling was surrounded by better players at Man City. He doesn't look the same. I mean, we know how Man City play. We know how Sterling was receiving out wide. They had those, their fullbacks making underlapping runs, being options in the half spaces instead. When Raheem's high and wide on the left like that, he can then cut insides and find the right position to make runs in behind. I feel like when our front three receive a lot of passes. Everything is back to goal. And with Pep teams, a lot of times he's able to get his attacking players receiving, with a lot more like positive body orientation. And that makes a big difference when you're not forced to play passes backwards, because the opposition want you to keep passing back, to keep restarting moves and restarting moves and restarting moves. So, I mean, I'm kind of with you. I wasn't too surprised by the fact that I thought Raheem could struggle a little bit because, the positions of which our attacking players play with, it's a little bit rigged. It does lack some imagination at times. It's not like you see your Kais and Mounts receiving passes and balls from any positions. It's normally in the same set areas. And I feel like sometimes that can be the consequence of being like a super, super well-drilled team. Because I think when the game's like that, then there's a lot more to be said about the manager, actually. Because, when you're so system reliant at times, I think after a while, maybe opposition teams can cope against you a lot better. And it feels like these days, during this year in particular, it's not the first time you've seen teams come in here and feeling a lot more confident. I feel like they don't fear us because they don't fear our attack. And I think when you're a big team, when you've got big attacking players, normally your attacking players are the difference makers that separates you from your Leicesters and your West Hams and all these teams, because you can sign the best ones, you can have the best ones that make the difference. I just don't feel like teams really fear our attack. It feels like they know how to control that. And I think now you're seeing Raheem Sterling here, not really doing too much, not really like elevating the system as much. I don't know. It kind of feels to me that we're a bit too system reliant. But anyway, moving on to Joe Abdi. I could see Bayern coming in for Kai to be the Thomas Müller successor. Now, there was some rumours actually in Germany suggesting that, Bayern Munich are paying attention to the situation with Kai. You'd imagine if Kai has 2 years left, when teams will then make moves, a lot more confidence to make moves. How would he feel? Because, I don't know, I think we all had massive hopes for Kai. And I can't fully say that it's solely down to the player, because I feel like all you guys watching the game with me right now, we can't pretend that we don't see the same types of passing moves, passing patterns, wide rotations. It's the same thing, time and time again. So that does take a toll eventually, I think. But anyway, moving on to some other questions right now. MB7, how you doing, man? We are getting him, and we're also spending 60 million on buying average players like Gordon and Kukurea by Tuchel's request. This is massive backing. I get what you're saying. I think even Anthony Gordon, what's he really going to add as a wingback? But again, I've got to keep an open mind, I guess. I mean, what the hell do I know really? But 60 million, I mean, that's serious money, Moving on. H Stacks, no, but Nini. Adding Rice will make Chelsea win the quadruple next to his buddy Mount. I think the main reason why a lot of us feel like a back three would be, a DM would really help the team, is that we do possess a lot of players in roles that I feel they can add more to the team playing their actual positions. Like, when I see Mount playing further forwards, it's all about his movement in behind. It's all about, holding the ball up, bringing the wing backs into the game. But when he plays as an 8, when he can receive from the centre backs and kind of just like influence with his passing, we know that he's got great switch balls. He can play those nice vertical balls in behind as well too. I feel like that is the main position. I hope one day he gets to go back to playing in. But I think, the reality is this, it's been nearly, three seasons now. The football hasn't really evolved as much over that time. And we spent a lot of money so far. And for me, it's a bit deeper than just hoping that the right special players will come through and elevate the way we play and take us to the next level, because that's what we thought Sterling and Co were doing, and that's what we're seeing. Sterling is not getting as many chances on goal. He's not getting as many runs inside the books. We're not seeing those types of things that was what he was known for at Man City. So I feel like, when people kind of, have a bit of like attitude when, they take the piss about people wanting to see a DM and Rice. I feel like you're not fully understanding why people want to see that, Because it just feels like at times we do lack an extra man in the final third, and I think that would make a bigger difference if we had that. But that's only my opinion on things, to be honest. Moving on to Super Chelsea TV. Took a lunch break to watch this lackluster performance. It has been, but this is what I mean. It's one of those games where you see effort, but you don't see as much quality coming from that effort. I think that's the frustrating thing when you see a game like this. I mean, our most creativity is coming down that right hand side, either from Ruben or from Reece James. There's no one else doing anything actually in terms of creativity. Kukurea, I've not remembered like one decent cross that's out of the books. Raheem's losing the ball a bit too easy. Mount, his game is kind of just a bit invisible right now. And now that we've gone to like playing a 4-4-1 system on the right hand side, it's looking even more non-existent. It's just like, I don't know. I just think sometimes do we use these guys in the most effective way? Because who is it really benefiting with a back three now? That's what I'm not really understanding now. Moving on to John Farley, Sterling sterile. Yeah. Ben Pochettino. Okay, I'm not understanding that context. Aubameyang is needed, but Aubameyang is a service-reliant type of forward. Like, he makes those runs and behinds. Barca played like more counter-attacking football now that Xavi's here. And you need to still find this guy in the books. I feel like with us, how often do you see people getting in the books? I think it's not making as much sense now. MB7, Tuchel said it himself. He sees Gallagher as basically the same profile as Kante. Kante. Of course, he's going to struggle in his role, for sure. I can see why. But Gallagher just doesn't have that physical presence whatsoever. I mean, Kante is Kante. Like, who is really like Kante in Europe? I have not seen a player that comes close, to be honest. I mean, I get why in terms of like, we saw his pressing stats and figures for Palace last season. We saw what he was doing in terms of, his high energy in terms of helping them press from the front and stuff like that. I think he's more suited to play more dynamically. I think that he's the attacking mid that gets inside the box. He's not the guy that I'd rely upon at his age right now to be involved in the build-up. I thought at times moved the ball all right, but obviously he let himself down with this really two stupid fouls, especially the second one. You're just thinking to yourself, come on, you need to be a bit smarter than that. That made no sense. But moving on to Joe Abdi, Haaland looking like Lukaku, only got 7 touches. When you play this positional style game, when you see these forwards like your Haalands, Lukakus, you got to play direct. You got to give them space. You got to play a bit more on the counter attack. That's the only way to really take advantage. So, but again, I'm gonna keep an open mind because maybe we'll see if it's the quality of the chances that makes a massive difference. Maybe Haaland will never really get 20, 30 touches a game, but he's not signed to do that. I guess we'll find out. But anyway, no creativity in front of goal. But I want to ask you guys this in the chat right now. Like, what is your personal reasons as to why we lack creativity? Is it solely down to the players? Or do you think it's like the positions a lot of these guys find themselves in? Because realistically, when I'm watching the game, I'm not really seeing where the opportunities are for creativity. A lot of times, I think you're kind of hoping that your midfields can play over the top a bit more. I think some of these guys play really early runs. If they had that quality to play like those balls over the top to find, that would be the creativity I want to see. But realistically, I don't see where the creativity is going to come from like Mount or Kai or Sterling, especially when they're like being used in such like a rigged way. But yeah, I mean, where do you guys think the creativity should be coming from? Is it from the wing backs? I think solely we've only seen that from Ruben and Reece in the first half, but I'm not seeing it nowhere else. Anyway, Wan CFC, does Jorginho ever look forwards? And Connor let himself down with that super foul. Jorginho, I think a few times he's tried to be a bit press resistant, move things forward. A few passes have gone backwards, but I don't think he's been. I mean, he's not being awful, but you need to have someone alongside Jorginho. You need to have someone that can kind of be the ball winner. Yeah. I have to see how the second half goes, to be honest. But moving on to Elroy. Bruh, isn't Oba like Sterling in some sense? Makes runs and behind, gets on the receiving end of things. If Sterling is struggling, why on Oba? I mean, I completely agree with you. This is what I'm kind of struggling to understand as well. So I mean, listen, I know that we need reinforcements regardless. Someone needs to come in if Werner's gone. But yeah, I'm not too certain about where what he's really going to add, because if Sterling is not showing that movement in behind that he was showing at Man City. How is Aubameyang going to do better? Is it just more the fact that, okay, if we get like 2 quality chances in the game, you're more confident that Aubameyang will take that? But then how sustainable is that way of playing? We'll find out, I guess. But I don't know. It's not been great, but at the same time, man, you're looking at some of these games, you know, the mistakes we saw, of course, first Leeds, the referee, VAR not helping us against Spurs, and now Gallagher getting himself sent off 2 yellow cards. We're down to 10 men. You know, going down to 10 men has made things even harder. So at least I'm seeing the application. I'm seeing the effort there. We're still controlling the game and trying to force things and make things happen. So with 10 men, I need to, yeah, obviously it's all relative. You know what I mean? I can't be too harsh and expect too much from 10 men right now. But I'm just hoping that we can find some luck from somewhere, either a set piece, a free kick, a moment of inspiration, something like that. But yeah. Moving on to your homie. I think I lost you, bro. My bad. I've got a one from Chris Kill 08. Thank you, Chris. We can't be reactionary. Chelsea better, even with 10. Yeah, we have been the better team. You know, we have been the better team. Leicester, you're hoping can come out a bit more. Thinking that I just thought they'd be a bit more open to wanting to play out a bit more and, you know, push a bit higher up. But for their form currently, getting a point from us also makes sense for them. But moving on to Swahili. Wait, Mason Mount is in this game? Yeah. I mean, not really seen him at all, to be honest. But I think it's been the same for all of them. Yeah, Mount's been a bit invisible. I think now that Sterling kind of takes that left wing spot quite a few times, I feel like Mount is a lot more effective playing on the left. Maybe Sterling on the right could be an option. Like, his best ever season came playing as a right winger for Man City. You know, putting crazy numbers that season. But yeah, I just feel like maybe Mount on the right just isn't as effective compared to being on the left-hand side. Rush, wingers definitely. Sterling should be more aggressive and stop looking for a foul. You'll see Hazard's kind of game back at Stamford Bridge. Yeah, but I think you have to accept that Hazard is Hazard. Sterling isn't on Hazard's level. Like back when these guys were in their prime, I don't care that Sterling gets more goals playing for a more offensive team. You can't compare Hazard. He's unique. But yeah, I get what you're saying though, man. Fat3 Nini, I have completely lost hope on Thomas Tuchel. His formation constantly plays 5 players out of position. This is killing the team. I feel like I get what you're saying, and for me, I definitely get the sentiment. But I really am gonna really be a bit more patient, just to wait for guys to get back to really see the system done justice. Because in every game there has been like a game-changing moment. Anthony Taylor, Spurs. Mendy super mistake, and then of course Gallagher getting sent off. I think you play these games 10 times, those incidents never happen. We get the win against Tottenham, and then maybe against Leeds United. We started okay before we lost control of the game and completely ruined things. So I don't know. Of course, it's hard for us to like find ways to come back. That is the thing, but I'm seeing at least something to have some hope that we can get past this bad form. If you guys get what I'm saying, I've seen enough in terms of application, at least pressing and stuff, to think that we can come good. Maybe when more signings come and players return back, I think when we have our proper midfield back, that will make a massive difference. I mean, losing Kante, that's going to change the team. And Tuchel himself said this in the press conference. When you lose a player like N'Golo, who was on form, on fire during pre-season, you know, it's going to make how you play a lot more different. Anyway, I have one super chat here. Thank you, Rigo Parkman. Bro, VAR screwed us. We didn't defend the corner Kane scored. We didn't defend Holberg's shot. That was CFC, not VAR, bro. What am I talking about? Sorry. When I mean VAR, I'm just thinking about that Cucurella incident in the end. I just think that was a straight reds. Makes no sense how that was missed. But yeah, I'm saying that really poorly, to be fair. But maybe I think I want to see Sterling and Kai playing up front together. At least let these guys have the ability to link up more, have more options. I think a lot of times when they're on the ball, they're kind of isolated. There's no one to play with, no one to play off. Played Silva. moving on. Sterling is a beast. The way we play doesn't allow our attack to get involved often. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm seeing, Kakana as well. The way we actually look at the passing patterns, the movement. You know, the way the positions players find themselves in. Like, look here. Where's the opportunity for creativity? Like, you got, like, this is what I want to see. That was a good pass from Kukurea. Come on, Sterling, cut inside. Yes! Come on! That's it. That is exactly what we needed. That is exactly that moment of inspiration then. Cutting inside, curling effort. Yo, okay. Thank God. I was getting nervous, you guys. That was nice. Sterling just kind of loses his man. Makes himself the shorter option there. Cuts in. Oh, what a goal. What a goal. What a goal. Was that like a bit of deflection then? I'm not seeing it too... Okay, so deflection off of Mate. That's a bit of luck we needed. That is the bit of luck we needed. Come on. Sterling. I believe Palace is Gallagher's level. He is late. Nini needs... It's the stream I'm watching this from, to be fair. Like, I can't do nothing about the delay. Sorry, you guys. I can't do anything right now. But this now, getting the first goal right at the start of the second half, that has to force Leicester out. So now it's about defending our spaces, defending as a team, as a group, and hopefully picking these guys off in the counter-attack. Sterling's different gravy. Yeah, what a goal. And a great start. I just felt like in the first half, there was definitely a lot more to come from him. I felt like at times he was just losing the ball a bit too easy. But yeah, very good play. Frees himself up as the option then, cuts inside, takes a shot. That's what you want to see. Nini, I think our problem is the midfield. We need a decent DM and creative midfielder. Mount off. Sterling scored. Surprisingly, VAR hasn't come up with an excuse. Yeah, for once. Played. Joe Abdi, does Peacock work in the UK? Anyway, with Sterling's, just got dispossessed then. But I mean, so far with 10 men, we've had all the ball. We're looking to at least force things and make things happen. Like, now if we can, like, get one counter-attacking opportunity, that'll make a big difference. But nice play for Ruben to win the ball back. Finds Sterling in space, who drives. Dispossessed again. Like, I can see why Sterling's dribbling stats have been quite low so far this season. But nice play from Aspie. Played, Ruben. Come on, Kai. He carries that. Come on. Raheem! That was it, you guys. That, you know, like that's the one thing we need to add to this team. You know, when you smell blood, you have to take advantage. This is the time where you win the game. I'm not gonna lie, I'm hoping that's for his quality as well too. I'm thinking that's bread and butter for Raheem, to be honest. I'm just hoping we can get like another counter-attacking opportunity, but that was the counter-attack then to just kill this game off and take full control then. C4 is hard to watch. TT doesn't have what it takes to get us where we dream of. Being fluid attack, mixing such talents. TT is German. Okay. Neil Brownlee, come on lads. Sig, should we defend this lead or try go for a second? I think defending the league, and I think as time goes on, hopefully we're picking up opportunities for the counter-attack. I mean, that all came from Ruben in midfield winning that ball back. Oh. Oh, my God. Nini, your stream is like 30 seconds late, man. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can't do nothing about it, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's not ideal. I know it's not ideal, but I can't really do too much. Abdi, Broya on. This is his game. That could be an interesting one. If Broya came on, like giving us a bit of hold-up play, a bit of physicality, the ability to play a few long balls, at least some balls in behinds, could work. But I think right now, Brahim's looking a lot more effective, like, you know, picking up the ball from deeper positions, playing a lot more central as well too. I feel like he's looking a lot more dangerous compared to playing out wides, like in the first half. Yes, Ruben. Played. Come on, George. Oh, Jorginho. Come on, communicate, you guys. People complaining about stream. What can he do? Yeah, it's obviously it is annoying for the viewer experience. I completely understand, but it's one of those ones, you guys. Sometimes, you know, can't really do too much. But anyway, Nini, 4-4-2 for this game is interesting. Should we switch back three or stay like this? I think off the ball it becomes a back five. In attack, it does become like more of a foot at the back. I mean, it's pretty standard stuff. I feel like we kind of do this quite a lot, to be honest. But I think Tuchel made the right changes so far. Like now that we've taken the leads, Aspi's experience at the back. Close him down. I like TT, but let's be honest, since he has been here, our attack has seriously suffered. We do not need Gordon. Havertz is not it. Havertz amount overrated, needs to be dropped. Leicester bringing on Ayoze and Iniacho right now. So maybe, is he looking to press from the front a bit more? Potentially. But anyway, that's a free kick. We need cover. He is pressing, his press resistance, and he can break the lines with his creative passes. I think, yeah, losing out on cover and Kante for the start of the season is... I think any manager, any team's going to feel that. But anyway, good play from Kai to win that free kick from Evans. So Pryor's come off. And is that Vardy or... Samari. Samari had that big reputation back at Lille. It's not quite worked out for him at Leicester. I don't really know why. I kind of thought that he kind of easily just acclimatized to Prem life. But it happens, I guess. Sig, it was a good save by Wards. Stop blaming Sterling. He scored an incredible goal. And the miss was a really good save. But so far, our shape's looking quite nice. We're forcing Leicester wide a lot. Like Sterling putting in a really good shift on the left-hand side. Reece, that's yours. Oh. Nice defending. We forced him all the way back. That's what you want to see right now, you know? Good defending. Someone. Yes, Trev. Corner. Ken Scott, I beg Lampard to increase Gordon's price. Don't want high energy without quality. Yeah. I think they're saying that he could be a right wing back. Could be an option. I guess like at least he can play like a lot of different roles, like further up front, on the left, the right. But again, for that type of money, it just doesn't make sense. Omar Hudson-Odoi for Havertz. I feel the late impact that Odoi can get us the second goal to make us safe. It depends if he has his loan move ready now for Leverkusen. So I don't think he's going to play, to be honest. I don't think he wants to jeopardize any fitness or get injured before his move. I'm going to put the line up on screen now. Let me see. So in terms of options, Ampadu, Ben, Kova, Hudson, Pulisic, Ziyech, and Breuer. I think Breuer, Pulisic, maybe. But I think maybe Ben would be like the better option. So I'd probably bring on Ben, and I'd bring on maybe Pulisic. Give Sterling a little bit of some rest. Like no communication then. But I feel like maybe the way we're playing now will probably be how we play until the second half ends to keep things real. I think we have to play out this. I think we have to just come back now, force the pressure on ourselves, and that was a sick touch from Kai then. Oh, what a first touch. Oh, do you see that then? But I think Kai right now, he's doing what you want to see. You know, he's winning a lot of free kicks in good areas. We had to play that back then. Fair enough. Why did we play that pass back? Nini, do you think Oba will the takeoff for Havertz Mount? I think either one, to be honest. But Leicester, I mean, if I was a Leicester City fan, I'll be feeling a bit disappointed. You know, no creativity, no options, and I'm very happy with that. I hope it continues. But anyway, good passing behind from Kukurea. Come on, Kai, hold that ball up. Come on, who's going to come for that? Nice touch, Raheem. Think Mount needs to be dropped for a game or two because he's getting too comfortable and lazy. I don't know if it's anything to do with laziness, to be honest. Gallagher is just trying to prove himself for the boss, but he's getting himself too worked up. He needs to calm down and breathe. Yeah, I think he's forcing it a bit too much now. I think he's being a bit too aggressive. You know, of course he wants to prove himself, right for the manager. He wants to show that he's ready to play for us. Of course, he wants to stay in and fight for his spot. But I just think maybe the mentals right now, he's not playing with as much clarity right now. I feel like seen Iniacho cutting inside then. I was getting a few nightmares then. Not everyone can perform in a Chelsea shirt for a lot of reasons, and the shirt is heavy. Mount is invisible. He needs to come off. He is invisible because he isn't playing. Exactly. Aspie's on the field. Remember, Mount was taken off for Aspie. Played Aspie. No, played. Come on, Ruben. Come on. Had to release that fast. I could see what he was doing though. Trying to find Cucurella on the left. But anyway, Trev, stick with him. Played Jorginho. Played. And makes himself a passing option again. Played. Good play. Good. Oh, the ball's backwards now. Come on, George. Played. Come on. Yeah! Come on! That was beautiful football. Like I'm saying, like in the transition of the counter-attack, the football comes alive then. That was just a great goal all round. Great performance. 10 men against this Leicester City team. When it comes to relying on that end product in the final third, you know Reece James is the guy you want to see with that ball on the right hand side. What a cross. Amazing way of crossing to find Sterling. And look at his run. Look how he just peels off to the far post. He knows exactly where to be. You know, I feel like Sterling is playing a lot more to his strengths in the second half. Being a lot more dangerous, a lot more effective with his movement in behinds. I feel like playing with a bit more freedom, you know, playing a bit more centrally as well too. I think it's definitely helped. What a cross from Reece. Great run from Sterling. I'm hoping Sterling can get a hat-trick. I went for 3-1 as my prediction for this game today. But Sterling's not far for hat-trick now. But yeah, what a second half from Raheem. Let's go, you guys. Come on. Now sub Havertz for Breuer. I think Havertz deserves a bit of respect in the second half. He's done his job well. You know, he's holding the ball up, backing into defenders. He's been an outlet for us. When we're starting these counter-attacks and moves, the ball's going straight to Havertz, and he's playing these passes backwards to keep the flow of these moves going. So I feel like guys really stepped up in the second half. I think Tuchel, yeah, everything's worked in our favour. Like goals do most definitely do change games. So I'm kind of hoping that Sterling potentially can get that hat-trick. I think that would be an incredible way to like fully announce himself at the bridge. But yeah, it's looking good now. Yeah, Man City 2-2 Palace. Yeah, for sure they're going to come back. Sterling, get your hat-trick. Let's hope he gets one. Rigo Park, eating my words on Sterling, bro. I don't think so. Listen, first half he wasn't good. Second half he's good. It happens, you know. It's a game. It's a 90-minute game of football. So second half has been complete levels over that first half. Sam Kerr. Lauren James. One CFC. Keep talking trash about Sterling. Kind doing good too, for sure. Hey, Wan CFC, you could say I was talking trash in the first half, man. I definitely was criticizing, but like I said, second half, he steps up. No, we were drawing, it was Tuchel, but now that we're up, it's the assistant. I don't know who's saying that, to be honest. Saying it's the assistant manager. I swear, like, us football fans would be like bare unfair sometimes. But anyway, that's yours, Bendy, all day of the week. Havertz needs to stay on. Yeah, I think so too. I think he's been a good outlet for us in the second half. Okay. That kind of came from nowhere. Near post as well. I think Mendy just played that pass backwards. You know, Kai was a lot higher up. That was a poor pass from Mendy then. And that near post fully open. That was a nice goal from Barnes, taking that ball into his left foot. But yeah, near post, you're just thinking the positions then. You're hoping he's going to close it down a bit better. One mistake like that, one mistake, and instantly go down. But listen, this isn't a game that we're going to win 3-4-0. So we need to get that focus back. Hopefully this goal that we conceded doesn't really affect the energy too much. I think it's been a good performance in the second half. But come on, get heads together now. Just like regroup a bit now, relax. Like recently, when we've not been picking up results, like we're conceding very... You know, once we concede a goal, we're very susceptible to conceding more after like periods like this. So I'm just hoping that, you know, people are talking to each other, Silva's communicating, using that experience on the field now. You know, calm down, lads, regroup, refocus. Because if we want to get the win today, we're going to have to be fully focused for 90 minutes. Anyway, Joe Abdi, Harvey Barnes is better than Anthony Gordon. 1,000% he is. 1,000%. Tielemans with a set piece. Dewsbury Hall. And it finds absolutely no one. Mendy, Bumper Clark, might be time for Kepa to fulfill his destiny. Oh, I don't think about that level just yet. But obviously Mendy's form has to step up a bit more now. A bit more. Like, he's doing good things and then he's just making some terrible mistakes. It's just like killing his game. Mendy has been costing us a lot. Bring on Kepa. The same mistake he did last week. And then Mendy needs to be dropped and give Kepa some opportunities. Maybe. But I still have flashbacks of Kepa, you know. Like that save that Mendy made before the first half ended. I don't think Kepa's making that save. We can't pretend that when Kepa's playing, teams aren't putting, you know, producing long shots for days. Like, I remember that goal Tielemans scored against us when Kepa off his line, and I think it encourages a lot of guys to take long shots. So I don't know. I don't. Even though Mendy needs to step up, we can't get that wrong. We're not at a level now where, played Ruben. We're not at a level now where we need to be giving Kepa opportunities. Yeah, especially when our form's a bit down. In the yacht show. We lost an FA Cup because of Kepa. Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. That Tielemans long shot. Mendy has to step up, but we're nowhere near the levels needed for Kepa to be back in this team now. Let's keep it real. Gibson Scourge. Jorginho needs to stay focused. He is losing it. Got to hold the line instead of complaining about others. Yeah, nah, for sure. You know, we need that leadership now from the midfield to keep that composure now. So he needs to make sure his head's in the game. Play Jorginho. I feel like maybe he's getting a bit more tired now. I feel like Jorginho's legs are looking a lot heavier. He's not covering ground as quickly enough as before. Maybe it's time to make a sub soon. Bring on a midfield player, make a sub. Keep that the energy fresh, because it feels like Leicester now finding a bit more opportunities. That's yours, Reece. Off. Played Reece. Heba, Badir. I love Mendy. He's saving some Nini, but he has also been a direct reason for why we've been conceding. He has been. There's no excuses for that. He has been. But I still think he's better than Kepa. I'm just hoping that this is like a bad patch of form. And he kind of gets out of this now. 20 more minutes left. Can Sterling complete that hat-trick? Because I went for a 3-1 victory today, so can only pray. That's yours, Kai. Just hold that ball. Played. Come on! Oh. Ruben is sleeping and a waste of space. Jorginho is okay. Ken Scott, we are 10 man and still haven't made subs right now. Aspie's come. Obviously, he's replaced Mount, but I think right now they're looking a bit tired now. The midfields. I mean, we're asking it a lot now. It's not only press from the front, cover ground, screen the defense. You know what I mean? Kickstart attacks. It's they're gonna have to put in like a real massive shift today. Come on, close them down. Oh, good save, Mendy. Drop Mendy for one game for Kepa. No. I'm not. You guys can do that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that at all. That's yours, George. Ah. Nah, my heart can't take this, you guys. My heart actually can't take this. Like, for some reason, I thought that ball was going in then. But I think that was good defending by Jalaba then. Like, look at his body position. It kind of just forced Iniesta to have to take that shot with his left foot. But, now, is that a hamstring for Silva? Is Thiago Silva? My lords. It's not ideal right now, you guys. It's not ideal. I mean, it's literally the perfect time to sign for Fana. And it seems like subs being made now. We're seeing Pulisic getting ready to come on. But anyway, moving on to Rigo Park. J5, the most dispossessed on this team. I'm going to go on one football to see the stats, actually. But it's not looking good. It's not looking good, bruv. Cover's coming on. Yeah, needed. I'm hoping Sterling stays on, but I feel like Sterling will get rested. Naturally, it's time to look out for him. But yeah, Jorginho today, I feel like he looks exhausted right now. I think he's probably coming off now. Yeah. He's exhausted. Mateo is back. Please, just stay fully fit. Just get through these next 15 minutes, please, and come back ready. But anyway, he's coming on. I guess Sterling's coming off. Or who was that? Yeah, Sterling. Yeah, makes sense. Kovacic is on. Thank the Lords. Rebar, Havertz still on. I mean, listen. Maybe you turn to Broya for the last 5 minutes or something. But I think Havertz has been a good outlet for the team. We're down to 10 men. You know, I mean, we need to be a bit realistic now with what players can do. But making subs at the right time, I guess maybe the plan was for Kovacic to come on with 50 minutes to go anyway, to be honest. But that's the energy we kind of need now. We need Pulisic to be on point, to come back, stay in that midfield line, you know, really help screen the defense, as well as cover. Yeah, it's nice to see him back. But I'm not going to say nothing, to be fair. Played Mark. So I'm guessing we'll probably see Ben come on later and Broya. They're probably my two final subs. That's yours, Aspie. Played Silver. Ah. Okay, Kai's been good, stop man. Yeah, he has been good. I'm not really understanding the criticism right now. People can criticize J5 all they want, but he gives his all while on the field. FH Junior, now you're right. You know, he definitely does. He put in a shift. He had a lot of work to do in midfield today, and he's playing week in week out, not getting subs. I mean, yeah, I get it. I get it. Oh, come on, Kai! Come on! Yes, Silva. Defending. What a player. Where's Covers just getting a feel of the game, I guess. Come on. Played Reese. Played Reese. Aspie with the overlap. Oh, played. Come on, Puli. Come on. Oh. Yes, Silva. Played. Very good play then. Good save by Mendy. Yep. Havertz showing nothing again. We are giving away too many shots on target. That's the save you're talking about. This is what I mean. I'm seeing Mendy do out of 10 actions, like 7 of these actions are good, and 3 are poor. And unfortunately, there's always one kind of costing us a goal right now. But I feel like I'm seeing enough where I feel like he can get past this bad form. I feel like sometimes we got to see the pros and cons. When you want someone to leave their goal line to stop counter-attacks like that, Mendy's one of the best at doing that. I mean, his Champions League stats are out of this world as well too. I think out of like all the shots, the highest like shot saved percentage rate and details like that. I mean, he reads the game, he's off his line, and he makes himself big. So you're looking at 2 opportunities where, you know, he kind of kept us in the game then. So listen, Mendy's needs to improve, but it's not been absolutely just, you know, poor pass after poor save after, you know what I mean. Anyway, nearly 10 minutes to go. I feel like it's time to make subs. I think Cucurella needs to come off for Ben. And I need to see Broyo on. I think Kai's getting a bit tired now. I think at least Broyo has a bit of pace in behind. But we need to just keep that focus now, defend, regroup, and not take risks now. There's no needs. You know, it's not an ideal situation. We're down to 10 men. We've done well to get 2 goals and to be leading this. So it's been a good performance overall. There has been moments, but overall, it has been a good performance, especially the second half. Forget De Jong. We'd love to see Pulisic score. Yeah, I want to see like last season when he came off the bench and scored from that Ziyech pass. I need to see that again. Travel with Orient. Only dumb people think that J5 is actually good or hardworking. Ahmed Mendy is young for a keeper. In 3 years, he can still go up an even higher level. Anita, hard game, need to sub Kai. I think he's putting a lot of work today. You know, when you're being that physical out for the team, it takes a toll on you. It does take a lot out from you. So it's not been too bad. Nah. That's, you know what I mean? That's Mateo Kovacic right there. Do you see that pass then to Kai? Do you see that pass he tried to do then? Liver. 8-0. Good lords. This is not making sense. Man City leading. Wow, Bournemouth today. How embarrassing. Oh, Silva today. Silva, especially the second half, knowing that he's got a little bit of cramp. He's not fully fit right now. I mean, he's really putting in a top performance today. Like an incredible, one of our best players in the second half, I have to say. Just the reading of the game is just different levels. Milton, what do Chelsea fans see in Kai? Not a fan of Kai. He won us the Champions League, yep. Liverpool 9-0, yeah, I'm seeing it too. What is happening today? Did Bournemouth get any red cards? Nope. Bournemouth they fully have 11 men on the field. Nah, this is embarrassing. Wow. Stick with him. Played. Played Kai. Like, that's what I mean. Second half. How many times has he been in us, like, good fouls and good areas? Like, he's been in Evans's head the entire game. Like, Evans is giving away non-stop fouls against Kai. So, you know, sometimes good performances aren't just getting a goal and making an assist, because you can't do that in every single game. So when you're not getting goals, when you're not getting assists, he's had, I don't even think, one shot on target today. But in terms of working for the team, Kai is doing his bit for the team today. I think he has to get credit for that. He's working hard. He's being an outlet. He's getting fouls. He's working off the ball. I think that's what we kind of need from him, to be honest with you. One pass that splits us. Come on, Trev. Ah. Mendy just did enough to force Vardy away then. Trev. Yeah, yes. A bit very lucky with that one. But Thiago Silva's there getting ready to close that angle down. So, got to be a bit more careful now. I think maybe make some more subs. Joe Abdi, Morris getting dropped for my FPL. Yeah, not even got one goal today, right? But yeah, Bournemouth 9-0. This is, I don't even know where to begin with this. Yeah, Liverpool 9-0, not even one assist, not one goal. But maybe Salah has like a very positive influence. Like he's making the right runs or something, who knows. Anyway, CFC Nini channel talks real football. We don't follow Twitter trends. Like, you know, CFC, man, you know it, man. I feel like sometimes on Twitter it can be, I don't know. Don't even get me started on that. We got like literally 5 minutes to go. Just like stay tight, you guys. Defense. I feel like making some subs now could be ideal. I think I want to see Ben come on. Yeah, I think Tielemans has been really poor against us today. Like, I can't remember one dangerous pass played. No creativity. No shots from distance. I wonder if Liverpool make it 10-0 before the game finishes, though. But let's not talk about Liverpool, you guys. We're watching our game. We've got 5 minutes to go. It's been a very good performance, very good, courageous performance in the second half. You know, a penalty first half doesn't go our way. Sterling hits the post. We hit the crossbar and we hit the post. We can't forget Reece James too in the first half. So it's one of those games where, you know, things weren't working in our favour, but we've come back and I think we've kept like pretty good control of this game throughout. I mean, a few moments where Leicester are hitting us on the break, and we've needed like Mendy to be on good form for some of these saves. But in general, let's hope we can just like keep the lead now. I mean, that's what I'm literally praying for. I just want this final whistle to end now. But look how quickly everyone gets back to make this 5-3-1. Oh no, no. Oh my god. Like it comes from nowhere too. Like every single time it's coming from nowhere. How do they I need to see that again. I'm confused. I could have sworn we had those positions closed then. What? One passing behind from cover. That was a good run too, but we know that cover needs a bit more time. Oh my god. This is going to be a nervy end to this game. Come on, Silva. Ace Clinini, do you reckon Chelsea will use the buyback clause up behalf of Tammy? I'm not too sure, to be fair. I think if Tuchel's still going to be here, probably not, because I don't think he really uses number 9s like that no more. Tom Butt, big up Nini, respect, bro. Literally have 3 more minutes left until the 90-minute whistle blows. Let's just hope that we can stay in there now. Set piece at the end. I can't do this. Come on, please concentrate. Stay tight to your men. Please be on the far post. Make sure you guys are. Damn, that was Kai's fault, right? On 10 men down and winning, I do not feel safe. I don't feel safe at all right now. But it's time for these guys to right some of the wrong stuff from the previous game and concentrate, you know? Stick with your men. Tielemans, yeah, I thought it was pretty poor today. Played Kai. Yours, Trev. Silver there again. Oh, fuck, you know. Thank you, Aspie. Like, I think Aspie, he was the right sub to bring on. You know, when the game's like this, you need your guys to read the game, make the key interceptions, key blocks. This is when Aspie he really shines, and you need him in the team. So, yeah, it was the right subs to make. And let's just hope that we can keep defending these set pieces. My God, you guys, I'm feeling hella tense right now. Come on, Pulisic, come on. Played Kai. Yes, Trev. Good. Waste time. Waste time. Extra time, how much? 4 minutes. But we have subs now, so we can waste a lot of time if we make them during this period. Don't let him cut inside. James. But I mean, again, he looks a bit tired too. I mean, he's creating our attacks. He's coming back to defend by himself. He's doing quite a lot. But giving away a few free kicks and set pieces now, it's just inviting pressure for no reason. Just Ben's finally coming on, thank God. Oh, that's it, Aspie. Close him down. Yes, cover. Come on. Ah, that's what I mean. Cover's going to need a few more games to lose some of that rust. But it must be time to bring on Ben now. Plays Kukurea. A much better game today. Much better game today. 2 minutes left. We're nearly there, you guys. Nearly there. Yeah, Kai's putting a serious lift for the team today. So I think for me, it's been a good performance. But anyway, 2 minutes left now. Just hang in there. Played Kai. Look, 92nd minute, and this guy is still running like crazy to do his bit for the team. Like, come on. Nini, what's your views on players playing out of position? I think I'll have to talk about that after the game, to be fair. Maybe I'll do a Q&A tomorrow or something, but right now, my attention is just on the game. Yes, Ben. Played Ruben. Close him down, cover. Come on, Mateo. Less than a minute to go now. Come on, boys. This is it now. This is it now. This is it. Final 20 seconds to go. Silva on the ground. Silva's taking it up. Giving his best like John Terry impression today. I mean, the guy's really put his body on the line for the team today. It's been, second half. I'm very happy with the performance. Very impressed. The work rate's on point. You can see the desire to get the 3 points today. Come on, one more set piece to defend. One more. Come on, boys. Come on. Come on. Come on. That's it now, ref. Blow the whistles. It's done. Terrible from Vardy. Terrible. But yeah, that's it. That's it now. It's done. Come on. That was a 6 second half. That was a top performance in the second half. That's what you want to see. It's over. I mean, it was getting tense though. It was getting tense, but it's one of them wins where you had to really work and put in the sacrifice. So you guys, I'm probably gonna wrap things up right now so I can just quickly give my thoughts and opinions on the game and my review. Thank you to everyone that of course joins me for the watch-alongs. Thank you to everyone that sends their donations as well too. Appreciate that. Obviously our weekends got a bit better now. We're getting a home win's always nice. And thank you to everyone. And I'll see you in less than an hour with a match review. So stay